G'day, mate. Welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. We're here for episode 18. It's the last episode before the weekly recap, and I'm hoping to show progress, but I don't know if we will. Progress-wise, technically, red circuits are finished, and they're fully upgraded. We got lots of red circuits, which are making their way down the bus, and technically we don't have enough yet. And if I hit logistics, I type in module, we got 20 module 6s, which is not enough to do even one of these. 32. So I have to wait a little while before I can duplicate that. It's going to be like first thing next week. Dump one of them down, done. Should hopefully fix our red circuit problem permanently, hopefully. But yeah, on the topic of trains, I decided not to install the merging chests mod. I may regret that decision. I may come back later and install it. I don't know. But for the moment, I've decided not to install it. On top of that, I'm using a standard 4-to-4 balancer. It's going to cost UPS. I don't know whether I want to or not. Yeah, I'm really indecisive about it. I figure worst comes to worst, we can always install the merging chest mod later. And you don't line up. And you've been duplicated on every one of these. Good trick, JD. Delete. 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 Okay. So, I've decided not to install the mod. I might regret that later. But, yeah, I've decided, look, this will probably do for the moment we can. And also, we've got 4 lanes output, which means, like, into steel, we should be okay because it's 5 lanes of red belt. So 4 lanes of blue, I should be able to just dump an extra splitter on, bring everything down to red belt speed, run out to here. It should be fine. Iron, for iron smelters, is 5 lanes of blue belt. Again, I'm hoping I can get away with just adding a splitter on, upgrading everything prior to this, or probably just the balancer itself. Okay, everything prior to this would have to go up to green. The balance itself, if I get it up to purple speed, I'm guaranteed I'm going to end up with 5 blue belts out. So again, that's how I'm going to get around iron and copper. I have one here for stone and for coal as well. But what I really want to do this episode is just work out some of the last features, I guess, before I get Train Supply Manager unlocked. And we actually have to have something that actually works. Because currently, technically, I don't have to have anything that works. Actually, that can just go away. Oh, that depowered all of that. Okay, fine. Maybe you can have power. Really? I managed to pick the one spot that wasn't getting any power. Okay. I want to work out how to get a stacker in here, because I do want a stacker for each one of these belts. You know what? Actually, I'm going to take those guys out. Yeah. Just drain what coal you have, because I have a feeling I'm going to have to move that. But yeah, I want to get a stacker in here. And for those of you... Really? That's still broken? Okay. For those of you who don't know, a stacker basically lets me have a train parked here ready to come in. Possibly 2 or 3 trains. Oh. Actually, you know what? Our stacker problem is going to be really, really easy. We're going to use signal. Obviously, we need a signal on... Do we have a signal? Chain signal? I want a signal. Yeah, I want a signal to indicate the train has passed the station. I want a signal halfway through the station. It just allows for more throughput. So it means when the tail of the train gets through this point... Oh, that one doesn't count. When the tail of the train gets through this point, it should let the next train start to slide in. So I'm actually going to put a signal right here. And we're going to go with an inline stacker. So... landfill. The reason I'm going with an inline stacker is basically because I'm lazy. Honestly, that's pretty much the best excuse I have. There it should be. And there. Yeah, pretty much. Hang on. Let's just double check things. Da-da-da. No, I was right. Okay, so I should be able to copy that and paste it. You don't line up. Whatever. Close enough's good enough, right? Alright. Copy that. Paste that there. There. Oh, my landfill finally arrived. There. And there. And there. So it means... Sorry, it's first thing in the morning. Yeah, still a little bit chesty. It's slowly getting colder and colder here. Perfect for flu season. Yep. Alright. So, what this should mean is I should be able to have my iron train, my iron for steel train stacked, 3 of them long. Same with my iron for copper, my stone and my coal. And that, we're going to need oil train as well. I forgot about one of them, which technically I probably want to be the top station, because oil's at the top, and fluids suck. Okay, we'll paste that there. We'll landfill that little gap and that little gap. Which means that train, which is now full of... Actually, those can go away. All of that can go away. One, 2, 3. That's an insane amount of oil. Just for the record, that is an insane amount of oil. No, my landfill still hasn't shown up. Okay. Which then needs... I thought I had pumps. I do have pumps. I don't have tanks anymore because I took them off my toolbar. Nothing I can get rid of. Right, that goes away. That goes there. You go back to radar. Radar? Radar. Pump check. Refinery. Chem plant. They're all trains. Fine. It's going to have to be stack inserters. Stack inserters are going to have to go in favor of pump. Oh no, I do have pumps. Give me back my stack inserters. Oh no, it's tanks. Tanks was the item I was looking for. Tank. Okay. In theory, this should work. So I should be able to go pump, 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 pump. That's a pipe join. Yeah, we should be able to do a pipe join here. And then do... storage tank Mark II holds how much? 100k? 100,000. Oh, good. That's full. That's half full. That's very close to full. Yeah, okay. So 100,000. Okay. Do I want to do a pump out of that one and that one? No, it should be fine. Okay, so we should be able to... That pump's going to empty those tanks, but these tanks are still going to be full. Because it's just going to force all the liquid in here and then into that pipe. into these tanks. So I do need an extra pump. Damn you! Okay, that has to go there. That has to go... Again, you might as well use a tank for a corner piece. And there. So it's going to be that and that will all load balance. But this will have a drain on it, which will push it into this tank. This and this will load balance one another, but they're going to have a pump which will drain into that tank. Then all I need to do is I need to hook up pipes from here to here, and then we'd be good. Although we do have a patch that still has, what's that? 13,000%. I have no idea how long that's going to last, but I have a feeling it's going to be for a while. So, this is why I blueprinted a train. We should be able to do... Nope, I need to do that. I need to hold the shift button. I need to tick on train. Go create blueprint. And then I need to be able to go paste. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for our... trains. We need a roboport, obviously. Right about... I want to make sure you don't get in the way. Either now or in the future. Okay. So, that's going to be our train track into the stations. Okay? That's that problem sorted. Can I get rid of that? And thanks, that. Cool. Alright. Then we need to have input off a main line into each one of these stackers. So that's again pretty easy. We just run that train track straight out. Link that in there. Copy that bit. Paste, paste, paste. Link that in there. We want to put in a full signal down here. Yeah, that should be fine. No, I need a chain signal down here. Chain signal down here, that way it has a choice of any one of these, whichever station it needs to get into. Output wise, same story. I need a chain before a merge or after the merge? Before. I gotta remember my, the signaling rules myself sometimes. Okay, so that's our input. That's our output. No, that's what I want. Straight. Which is conveniently aimed and designed so train's going to come in on the left-hand side, and they're going to come out on the right-hand side, which is exactly how I'm doing my train tracks. I'm doing a left-hand drive train system. So we should be able to dump this like right about here somewhere, which I need to make an upgrade planner, change that from, oh actually hang on, change that and change that, change you from those to that, and then open that and put that upgrade planner in there, which should now have changed over all the entities to use the Factorio extended versions of stuff. Yes, it has. Otherwise, it's going to keep requesting tier 1 stuff, which I just don't have. Change that over and... oh. And that over. Okay. That thing can go away. That was just like a demonstration thing. Alrighty. Now we can bring our trains out. We can landfill that little spot. We can... yeah, I know, you're going to complain. Well, you just need to bear with me and build through it like it doesn't exist. And... voila. That'll join into our train network. Which again will need signaling. You'll need a signal 4, 5, 6 wagons. Settings, interface, train visualization length 12, please. That way I can see all the trains. I want one about here. Now, the only catch with what I'm doing is I'm using Mojo's train blueprints, but they're actually designed around using a train with a multiple length of 4. So that's like a 1-3 train or a 2-6 train. I have a 1-2. Well, I have a 2-5 technically because you count the artillery wagon as another wagon. So that's definitely not a multiple of 4. So I'm gonna have to make sure and be very careful when I build things to make sure I account for the fact that my trains are slightly longer than what's designed. The things are designed for. Mine would technically fit into 2 of Mojo's rail section chunk bits. So if we put that there, well, if we put that there, which is the same length as the one down here, you can see that Mojo's is designed this length, which is a segment of 4. My trains they'd fit in 2 of these, which is okay. It's not really that much of an issue. It's just something I need to be acutely aware of. 2, 4, 5, 6. Can I physically put that there so I can look at the next one? 2, 4, 5. 2, 4. No, one more. That's about as far as I'm going to take it. From there on, we'll just use Mojo's track lengths and hope for the best. Okay. Nope, I forgot things. So I need another train. Landfill. Just go ahead and landfill things. Oh, I just deconstructed landfill. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna need cart. Yep. And then I need that spacing. That spacing again. And that spacing again. Cool. I want 3 extra trains that I can think of. There might be more, but they're the first 3 I can think of. Which means that can go away. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. Now we can take one of those. Come on, 3. 2 diagonals. Straight times 3. Done. You're a bit... What? Is that different to that? It physically is. Okay, delete that one. Which deleted out of my blueprint bin. That's annoying. Okay, try again. You lot go away, because you don't actually exist. Get our 3 segment straight. That one. Voila. Okay. Now I can take these big power poles and actually stretch them far enough that they matter. Done. Okay, so these train stations words are going to be slightly different. These are going to be my engineering trains. An engineering train, a trash train, I bet. What else? I don't know. A fuel train, probably? I actually don't know what the other one's going to be. But you're going to be... engineering. Okay. I want a loco, which would go right there. Providing... Oh, the train track showed up. Cool. And... Oh... would probably pay right about now for me to actually carry train track on me. Again? Upgrade this part to... It's like, JD, you upgrade the lasers. We're now going to go attack a little bit further along the wall. Because we can. Alright, there we go. Okay, so, train. I can always put extra engines at the end. Yeah. Okay, we'll start with 2. Alright, so like I said, this is going to be an engineering train. So because it's an engineering train, this is what I'm going to use to bring resources out to me. Active provider. Okay, so this is the trash wagon. So anything that I put in here is just going to come back to base and it's just going to get unloaded as fast as possible and have the robots deal with it. It's going to go in active providers, of course, so the robots just pick it up and get rid of it. Long-hand inserters. These are going to load this wagon, which we're going to choke off entirely to start with. And I need to decide what I want in this wagon. So, we're going to want blue belt. Can I not? I cannot. Actually, we haven't set up the requests. Okay. So I'm going to want a whole row of blue belt. I'm also going to want a couple of undergrounds, a couple of splitters. I'm going to want a couple of express loaders. That's probably too many. What else am I going to want in this particular train? Mining platforms, which I have no idea how much they stack in, because they are not automated. I know they cost nothing but iron. Sticks, iron, and gears. Tier 3 assembler, Tier 3 assembler. Nope, you can't access iron there. Here, where's sticks? Sticks are only made in one spot. Can I put them into a box easily? Sure. One of them. One stack's probably heaps. Okay, we want one of these guys to grab gears, grab iron. This is why there are little gaps like this in the build. So if I find something that I need to have automated, I can't. You have no red circuits. Oh, because that's full of junk. Yeah, that's happened a few times now. I could terminate the belt a long time ago, and it's been fixed several times, but obviously not properly. Okay, that one. You make those things. No, wrong item. Cancel that item, which needs lots of everything. They can go away. Actually, if I add them to this, they should tell me what they're stacking. 5s. 5s are probably not enough. 5, 10, 20? 20. 20 seems like a better number. Because the idea of this train is I can call it out anywhere and it should have all the materials I need to build whatever I need to build on site. So, like, if I want to build this, everything should be on that train. Everything. So, we want 4 of those, which then means we need mining drones. They're 20. I need 300, 600, 20, 40, 60, 100, 200, 400, 600 mining drones, which automatically tells me I need more belt. Just a little bit more belt. Okay. So some of the basics covered. Belts. Belt's important. I have belt now. First mistake. All that should be for the second wagon. First wagon, because this is the one you can reach when you're in the train. It's actually quick to pick it up and put it back down. Should be always full of train tracks. Always. Always your train building materials in the first wagon. Because, yeah, it's the one that you can reach from the front. I can't open that, but I can from one back. I can now open that, which means I can drive the train forward, open this, get more train tracks, have my robots build trains. Or train tracks, rather. Very, very, very important. I wish the devs had installed click and drag. They have spoken about setting filters with a click and drag, and it hasn't happened yet. So train tracks, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of train track. Now, I'm probably better off to have two separate engineering trains, now I come to think about it. One for actually building outposts. Factorio extended power poles. One for building outposts and one for building basically bases, off-site bases, which still needs, I need suppliers, I'm going to need requesters, I'm going to need train requesters, I need normal track as well, I need chain signals, I need the research to finally finish, thank gosh. Radars, which are there. Okay, this is 50. I need twice as many of these as I need of those. So we're going to have that many signals. No, I'm going to have... It's an outrageous amount of signals. Supply. Let's triple up our supplies. And have just one lot of normal stations. Normal stations? Yeah. It's only 10. That should be okay. Okay, back to this one. So if this is doing strictly outposting, I just need belts. I'm going to need titanium boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. They stack in 50. I use 24 per station, so that's enough for, yeah, that's probably enough. That's probably enough. I'm going to need stack inserter Mark 2s. Again, that's 50 right there, so if I've got 2 of those, I need 4 of those. I need more belt, that much I know. I'm going to need power poles. I'm going to want substations. I'm going to want... Technically, I need to be able to build oil with this train as well. So that means a pump, a tank, pipe, pump jacks, pump jack. Pump jack, right there. I'm not carrying normal miners. I'm not worrying about normal miners for the moment. We're going to stick to the mining drones. What else? What else? Probably more pipes. So let's do another one of those because that's 150 undergrounds. That's 200 straight pipe. Let's do that, and then let's just fill the rest with belts. Thanks, autosave. It's another autosave. 2 autosaves in 1 episode. That probably means I've reached the end of this episode. Okay, so with that done, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different items. So I can change those over to that, get rid of that, put down those, put down those. Alright, so we want to do train track. Track. 100, let's go with 500. Problem is, currently I have 1 machine making train track. So that might have to change. We want signals. We want the other type of signal. Now you have to make sure you only put one item per chest, because otherwise there's a chance that the inserter might be having a train track in its hand. The train physically fills up with train tracks, and it can't get rid of the 1 train track in its hand, so it can't put in a signal, for argument's sake, if you start doubling up items per chest. So it's just easier to have 1 item per chest. Radars. I know radars on the list. Radars, power poles, Factorio extended, extra large power poles. So that just leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different types of train stop things. So train requester, which is for the train supply manager mod, a requester station, which is for the same mod, a supply station, same mod, and then a normal train stop. And no, I don't need a train counter. Technically, I could do with combinators. That did not work out well. Remove those, empty that, I can't remember which combinator I might need, so we just get 1 of each. And then we'll Control Z twice and put all those back. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different item types. Okay, because you have 15 different item types, you're going to start off with these guys. We're going to do blue belts, blue undergrounds, blue splitters, blue compact thingies. Nope. Go away. Mining drones. Both varieties. Really, biters? That actually sounds really bad. That's 9 and it keeps going up. Okay. 1 of them and 1 of them. Where the hell was that? That is, again, it's like we're looking for a part of the wall that hasn't been upgraded yet. You know what? I'm done. We're just going to upgrade the whole front line. Whole front line. Yep, done. Alright. So that's all those items. So then we have Factorio Standard chests. Pump jacks. I know pump jacks are on there. Oh, inserters. Okay, pipe. Other type of pipe. Tank. Pump. Pump, that pump. Inserters, power poles, substations. substations, power poles, and it's going to come to me. Inserters. There you go, it came to me. Okay. So I have 3 chests that are empty. What am I... On the bottom half of this build, what are my top 3 items that I'm requesting in? Let's put that there. You're doing chests. Not really. Pump jacks. Not really. Pipe. Not really. None of these are super high throughput items. Oh, super high requested items. Pretty much these 3. The substations, the power poles, and the stack inserters. So what I want to do is I want to cut those 3, put them there, cut those 3, put them there, cut those 3, put them there, actually delete those 3, move you guys forward a tile, use better inserters, hit you lot with an upgrade planner, throw down a substation in that gap, and we should be good to go. Okay, you don't have all the different types of train stations because I haven't made them yet. Those 2 are completely empty or are reserved for combinators, sorry. Which means my engineering train, realistically, I want to get rid of, train tracks. I want that to go there. I want to get rid of train tracks in this one and have it go there. No, I'm going to need a substation there and a substation there because I want to mirror my trains. Just on the off chance that a train gets turned around or whatever, because this will have rear-facing locos as well. Just because I'm going to be mostly manually driving this one. So this one will be fully reversible. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to leave this episode here. Yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. I may build off camera another engineering train. This one designed to build... Ooh, put that there. Basically everything else. So one of these, which will be on electric furnaces from now on because we're looking at outposting. So assembly machines, speed modules, beacons. Actually, I don't have... All our speed modules are disappearing. Yeah, I can't really afford to have 1,000 modules sitting in a train because they go into the SpaceX components. That's a lot of efficiency modules. Yeah. Okay, no, I'm not going to build another one. I don't know. But this is definitely going to call it here for this episode. We've got an engineering train up and, well, an engineering outposting. You're actually going to be outposting. You're going to be an outposting train. You'll be an engineering train. That's what we're going to call it for this episode. Next week, we're going to go train supply manager. Because that copper patch is super dead. Next week, we're going to go out, train supply manager, start making outposts, start sending out our ore trains, which will have artillery, which will clear off any neighbors that are local. Oh, that's an outpost train that has no lasers. That's a pretty crappy outpost. Okay, delete those, delete those, delete those. Factory extended, lasers, just when you think you're done. 200 lasers, 400 lasers. 400 lasers seems like a better number now. Okay, so controls. Well, that's fine, actually. We can put all those back. I can move you back a tile. Put inserters like that. Put that there. And then say... lasers. Because the filters have saved. Yeah. Yeah. And technically, actually, I want that one to go there and that one to go there. Because we input way more lasers than we do power poles. Yeah. Okay. So then it's a matter of copying that one to there. No, Control Shift, Shift left click, or Shift right click, something like that. Oh god, that's a mess. Somebody forgot to set a filter on it. Thanks. Cool. That cleaned that up. I don't know what else is in here that I don't really want. I don't want any of those. I don't want those. Don't want those. Okay. But I need to copy that end, remove that end, and paste that on there. Alright, there we go. Done, dusted. That'll tidy itself up eventually. My inventory will tidy itself up eventually. But yeah, we have an outposting train. So next episode, next week, do the train supply manager mod, talk through how that works, set it up so it works correctly. And then we need to set up basically a copper, an iron, a stone, basically one of each outpost. So this base is covered. Also hook our trains into all the different inputs. So much for phone being on silent. You failed. Yeah, set up all the inputs. Oh, uranium. Okay, I might have to move everything down again, because I forgot about uranium. No, I'm going to have a separate train station for uranium. I'll probably use the existing train station for uranium, because it needs acid. Uranium's a little bit different. Anyway, I've rambled for too long, but I have fixed the fact that we had no lasers, which would be really bad to outpost without lasers. I would expect many, 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 many dead little mini-me's. Anyway, that's where I'm going to call it here for this episode. Next week, like I said, lots of things happening, including probably upgrading, some red circuits, upgrading some red circuits, and then outposting, and then potentially looking at doing this again. So we go from 0.6 to a whole 1. Because 1 is a significant amount. 1 then gives us the ability to keep upgrading these sorts of builds, shrink them down, increase their output. Yeah, lots of that sort of stuff. Anyway, like I said, that's what I'm going to call it. Thanks for watching. Bye.